Ever wondered what it would be like to live on another planet? Well, let's take a trip to our cosmic neighbor, the one and only Mars. Today, we be diving into 10 mind-blowing facts about the red planet that will make you see it in a whole new light. So buckle up, space explorers, because this journey is going to be out of this world. First up, let's talk about that iconic color. Why is Mars red? It's all thanks to rust. Seriously! The surface of Mars is covered in a fine dust, rich in iron oxide. That's the very same compound that gives rust and blood their color. So, when you look at Mars, you're essentially seeing a planet-sized ball of rusty dust. This dust is so fine that it gets kicked up into the atmosphere by winds, giving the Martian sky a pinkish red hue instead of the blue we're used to. It's like a permanent sunset filter on the entire planet. Fact number 2, Mars is home to the largest volcano in our solar system. Move over, Mount Everest, because Olympus Mons is the real giant here. This colossal shield volcano stands nearly 13.6 miles or 22 kilometers high, making it almost 3 times the height of Everest. And its base is so wide, it would cover the entire state of Arizona. Imagine hiking that. The sheer scale is hard to comprehend. It's so big that if you were standing at its base, the peak would be over the horizon. You wouldn't even see the whole mountain! Scientists believe it grew so large because Mars has weaker gravity and less tectonic plate movement than Earth, allowing lava to build up in one spot for billions of years. Ready for fact number 3? A day on Mars is surprisingly similar to a day on Earth. A Martian day, cold as Sol, is just about 40 minutes longer than our 24-hour day. It lasts 24 hours and 39 minutes. This is great news for future colonists, as it would make adjusting to a daily routine much easier than on, say, Venus, where a day is longer than a year. However, a year on Mars is a different story. Because it's farther from the sun, its orbit is longer. A Martian year is 687 Earth days, which is almost twice as long as our year. So, if you were living on Mars, you'd be celebrating your birthday roughly every 2 Earth years. Fact number 4 will give you the chills. Mars is cold. Like, really, really cold. While it can reach a balmy 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius at the equator during summer at noon, the average temperature across the planet is a frosty minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 62 degrees Celsius. At the poles during winter, it can plummet to an unbelievably frigid minus 195 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 125 degrees Celsius. This is because Mars has a very thin atmosphere, about 100 times thinner than Earth's, which can't hold on to heat from the sun. So, you'd definitely need more than just a sweater. Speaking of atmosphere, let's jump to fact number 5. You wouldn't be able to breathe on Mars. Its atmosphere is made of about 96% carbon dioxide, with only tiny traces of oxygen. In contrast, Earth's atmosphere is about 21% oxygen. So, any future explorers will need to live in sealed habitats and wear spacesuits with their own oxygen supply whenever they venture outside. It's not just the lack of oxygen. The atmospheric pressure is also so low that your blood would literally boil if you were exposed without a suit. It's a harsh, unforgiving environment for unprotected human life. Fact number 6 brings us a little closer to home. Mars has seasons, just like Earth. This is because, like our own planet, Mars is tilted on its axis. Its tilt is about 25 degrees, very similar to Earth's 23.5 degree tilt. This axial tilt is what causes the seasons. However, since a Martian year is nearly twice as long as an Earth year, the seasons on Mars last about twice as long too. These seasons are also more extreme due to Mars's more elliptical orbit, which means its distance from the sun varies more than Earth's. Summers in the southern hemisphere are shorter and hotter, while winters are longer and colder. Scientists predict that in about 50 million years, it will either crash into the planet or be torn apart by Martian gravity. We see ancient riverbeds, deltas, and lakebeds carved into the Martian surface. The rovers have found minerals that only form in the presence of water. Today, most of that water is gone, likely lost to space, as Mars's atmosphere thinned. But not all of it! A significant amount is still locked up as ice in the polar ice caps, and beneath the surface, there's even some debate about whether briny, salty water might flow seasonally on the surface today. Where there's water, there's the potential for life, which is why this is such a hot topic in planetary science. Let's talk about gravity for fact number 9. If you were on Mars, you'd feel a lot lighter. Mars's gravity is only about 38% of Earth's gravity. This means if you weigh 150 pounds on Earth, you'd weigh just 57 pounds on Mars. You could jump about 3 times higher than you can on Earth. Can you imagine the sports we could play? Martian basketball would be incredible, with epic slam dunks from the three-point line. This low gravity would be fun, but it would also have long-term effects on the human body, like muscle and bone density loss, which is a major challenge for long-duration missions. Finally, fact number 10. Mars is the only planet in our solar system inhabited entirely by robots. As of right now, humanity has an active robotic fleet exploring the red planet. We have rovers like Curiosity and Perseverance rolling across the surface, drilling into rocks and searching for signs of ancient life. We have orbiters, like the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, mapping the planet from above. And we even have Ingenuity, the first helicopter to fly on another world.